They say a story about Rav Chaim Lev Slonimer. And when I say they say a story, I mean that Rav Judah brings it down in Baderech. That one year at the Seder, he got stuck on a particular paragraph, actually a particular word of the Haggadah. In the paragraph that describes our idolatrous past, Mitchila uvdei avodah zar hayu avosenu, that our ancestors originally were idolaters. When he got up to the word va'achshav, and now, he kept repeating it over and over again. Mitchila uvdei avodah zar hayu avosenu, va'achshav, va'achshav, and now, mitchila uvdei avodah va'achshav, va'achshav, again and again, va'achshav, va'achshav, for almost an hour. And I think that this story has a profound insight about the Haggadah and the Seder, and ultimately about what Geula is all about. To truly experience Geula, we need to let go of the past and forget about the future and just focus on the now. Focus on the Ve'achshav. Focus on the moment that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is giving us at this very moment. And when I was thinking about this story, it reminded me of a beautiful Haggadah insight that I actually heard from Rabbi Yaakovson Shlita when I was a Talmud in Yeshiva. And it's interesting because I didn't hear this insight at the Seder, and Rabbi Yaakovson didn't even share it the weeks leading up to Pesach. But actually I heard this from Rabbi Yaakovson on Yom HaAtzmaut. And I vividly remember sitting there on Yom HaAtzmaut in the lower Chader Ochel, not to bring back memories to those who that's a traumatic experience for. And we're sitting there in the lower Chader Ochel, and Rav Yaakovson got up, and he begins to speak about a paragraph from the Haggadah, Dayenu. And this is a paragraph that we are all familiar with. We've been singing since we were young children. And it goes through each step of Yetziat Mitzrayim, and at each step we say, Dayenu, it would have been enough. And there are many famous questions on this song, this piyut, Dayenu, that at many different points of the piyut, it doesn't quite seem to make sense. It would have been enough, Dayenu. Two of the most, famous places where this question is asked is, had you brought us to the Yam Suf, but not brought us through the Yam Suf? Had you split the Yam Suf and not brought us through the Yam Suf? Dayenu, it would have been enough. Would it really have been enough? Great, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you split the Yam Suf. The Mitzvah would have caught up to us if you didn't bring us through the Yam Suf. So how could we say Dayenu? It would have been enough. Second place this comes up. Had you brought us to Har Sinai, but not given us the Torah, Dayenu, it would have been enough. Would it really have been? The whole reason we left Mitzrayim was to receive the Torah. What good would it have been going to Har Sinai and not receiving the Torah? So yes, there are a bunch of answers, like the answer that's brought down in Judah Orlinsky's first grade Haggadah, that going to Har Sinai was like walking into a perfume shop. And even if you don't end up buying the perfume, when you walk into a perfume shop, you end up smelling good and having that beautiful aroma stick to you. So that's what it meant to go to Har Sinai. But still, these answers come up short, because in the end of the day, great, we came out smelling good. But it would not have been enough not to receive the Torah. It would not have been enough not to have gone through the Yam Suf. So how can we understand this? So Rav Yaakovson shared a profound and beautiful insight which totally revolutionized how I view this piyut, how I view this song. What we're really saying is, it would have been enough to thank you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, for each step along the way. It would have been enough to thank you for the small teeny steps along the way, even if that's not the end, even if there's more to the story, even if, yes, splitting the Yam Suf, we need to go through. But thank you, Hashem, for splitting the Yam Suf. Yes, we're going to Har Sinai to receive the Torah, but thank you, Hashem, for bringing us here. It's so good to be here at Har Sinai. What a beautiful place. What an exciting time. Thank you, Hashem. It would have been enough to thank Hashem even for these small steps along the way. And Rav Yaakovson shared this idea with the yeshiva on Yom HaAtzmaut, because he was talking about, on Yom HaAtzmaut, it's all about Hodah, it's all about thanking Hashem for each step along the way. And when it comes to Medinat Yisrael, yes, there might be more that we need, and the story is not over. Certainly, we don't have a Beit HaMikdash, but thank you, Hashem, for each step along the way. Thank you, Hashem, even for the smaller things, even if the full story, even if the big picture is not complete. I believe that this idea is true also in our own avodas Hashem. We need to be appreciative and thankful for even the small steps along the way. And even though we might have moments in our lives where we come to the Yam Suf and the Yam Suf splits for us, but we don't get in, or we might have the moments in our lives where we go to Har Sinai, but we don't receive the Torah, to say Dayenu, to say Ashrecha, and to appreciate even the smaller things that we do accomplish. And Klapei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to say thank you Hashem, even for the smaller things, even if the whole picture is not yet complete, and we haven't accomplished everything we want to. Dayenu, Ashrecha, the Nekudos Tovos, the small things that we do accomplish, how wonderful they are. So I'll end this Dvar Torah not in the classic way we usually end the Divrei Torah, where we say we should be Zoche to the Beis HaMikdash and the rebuilding and Mashiach, but we should be Zoche to appreciate the small steps along the way, and to be able to say Dayenu at every step along the way, and to be able to say Ashrecha at every step along the way. Wishing you all a beautiful Pesach filled with Geula and happiness.